Welcome, race fans, once again to beautiful Sanford, North Carolina, home of the world-famous Lee County Mud Motorsports Complex. An action-packed show on the way today. It's the ProBad Power Pro Racing All-Star Nationals going down right here on Mud Truck Television. Mud Truck TV, the only show in the world of its kind, strictly dedicated to off-road race competition. The cars are ready, the drivers are set, and we're getting ready to get underway right after these words from our sponsors right here on Mud Truck TV. Great weather on tap for today's race. Billy Fling and Reality Check about ready to get underway here on the ProBad Power Pro Racing All-Star Nationals on Mud Truck Television. Great race action happening here at LCMMC, better known as Lee County Mud Motorsports Complex in Sanford, North Carolina. Professional racing organizations, blown alcohol, dirt dragsters, veteran drivers, and the machines are ready to do battle in this 160 feet of North Carolina soil. Billy Fling and Reality Check locked and loaded. Ready to go. Get set. It's time to go racing. And a great run to get us underway at 2.030 by Billy Fling and Reality Check. We take it out of the MTTV instant replay on the run. Leaves the line nice and straight. Billy Fling and Reality Check. Again from the end of track camera. A picture-perfect run here at Lee County Mud Motorsports Complex. And the ProBad Power Pro Racing All-Star Nationals underway. That's going to bring up our next competitor, Dan Richter, and the blown alcohol dirt dragster they call Richter Scale. And of course, the time to beat at 2.030. You just saw Billy Fling lay it down in the Reality Check. The Richter Scale is going to be chasing that time here on Mud Truck Television. Dan Richter coming to the line, getting staged, looking for the green light. Here we go. A nice run for the Richter Scale at 2.146. Absolutely great pass right here from this ProBad blown alcohol dirt dragster. Once again, we're going to slow it down for you. The end of track camera. A nice view from the tower there. Part of your MTTV instant replay of the Richter Scale. Our next driver headed to the line now, hailing from the great state of Florida, Doug Kelly, and Trick or Treat. The ProBad Power Pro Racing Products All-Star Nationals here on Mud Truck Television. This car has only had one other pass. Brand new car, brand new engine. Second pass for the car and the engine as well. You're going to see it right here on Mud Truck TV. As Doug Kelly comes to the line in the Trick or Treat car. Race action at its best here on MTTV. Here we go. Looks like a 2.656 on the run by Trick or Treat and Doug Kelly. One more time, the Mud Truck TV instant replay on the run. Off the line, nice and straight. Car goes a bit to the left. Doug able to correct and still crank out a nice time there on the run. One more time from the tower cam. The instant replay here on Mud Truck Television. Up next, the man who really needs no introduction, Jeff Goldizen and Ground Pounder. Here at the ProBad Power Pro Racing Products All-Star Nationals. And again, the time to beat, that 2.030 put down by Billy Fling. The first car to the line today, reality check. Jeff Goldizen and Ground Pounder. Going to be chasing that time. A few adjustments to the wheelie bar. And it's time to go racing here on Mud Truck TV. Car hooks hard to the right off the line at 2.101 on the pass. One more time, slowing it down for you. Jeff Goldizen and Ground Pounder. You see the car kind of take off to the right. Has to backpedal, put the front wheels down, make the correction. Back in the throttle and again to the right. Still a great run for Jeff Goldizen and the Ground Pounder. One more time from the tower angle here. Let's go now to Gary Baker standing by at the PRI show here on MTTV.
Hey, Brian, I'll tell you what. It doesn't matter how much horsepower you got to get it started first. I'm here with my buddy Jack out at IMI out of California, and I'll tell you what, Power Pro Racing Products sells these starters to all the greats out there. Mark Sharkley, Larry D'Antoni, Jeff Goldizen, the list goes on. And when them boys pull up, you hear that they start their cars up. And Jack, I'll tell you what, your starters are fantastic, my friend.
Thank you ever so. That's such a nice compliment.
Well, I'll tell you what, it not only is it a compliment, it's the truth. You keep on building them starters for us, buddy, like that.
You got it.
So any of you that ever have starter problems, get a hold of Power Pro or call out Jack directly, and he'll sell you the best starter on the market. Back to you, Brian.
Thanks so much, Gary Baker. Up next to the line, it's Scott Snarski and the Paperboy Express. Again, you're watching the ProBad Power Pro Racing Products All-Star Nationals here on Mud Truck Television. To find out more about ProBad, what they do, the drivers, the bios, log on to the web, probad.com. And if you'd like to find out more about what we do, log on to mudtrucktv.com. Race action on the website 24/7. Scott Snarski and the Paperboy Express getting ready to make their way to the line here at Lee County Mud Motorsports Complex in Sanford, North Carolina, home of the greatest hill and hole action on the planet Earth. Get ready, hang on to your seats, race fans. Scott Snarski and the Paperboy Express just about ready to hang loose with the horsepower here on Mud Truck Television. Nice pass, a 1.916 for Scott Snarski, taking first place in the Paperboy Express. Wow, blistering pace right there. Your Mud Truck TV instant replay. What a run. Put down by the Paperboy Express. 1.916. Just a little bit off that national ET record put down by Mark the Shark Lee not long ago. Of course, the record held by the Shark of 1.907. This run of 1.916. Very close action. That'll bring up our next veteran driver, Chris Newton, and Hostile Projectile. And you just saw it, the time to beat. That 1.916. put down by Scott Snarski and the Paperboy Express. Nice run by Chris Newton at 2.086 for the hostile projectile blown alcohol dirt dragster here at LCMMC Sanford, North Carolina on Mud Truck TV. The end of track cam, slowing it down for you, race fans. Check it out. Loads of horsepower, loads of torque every time these drivers come to the line. Let's go now to Gary Baker standing by with Dave Flory and Probell Racing Products at the PRI show.
Hey folks, I'm here with Dave at Probell. Dave, you guys have always got new innovative stuff coming out, and every time I see the things you've got, I always see new pieces and new parts. And what do we got here, buddy?
Well, we keep adding to the arsenal, I guess is the best way to put it, Gary. We've got a clutch converter cooler, so you can cool your clutch or your converter down between rounds. It's carbon fiber with a 10-foot hose and a 3-speed blower, which will take the clutch down from 220 degrees to 90 degrees in under 20 minutes. So you can work on it.
Well, that's awesome. That way, yeah, you could put that in as soon as you get back, do a few things else to the car, and then get right on the clutch if you need to take and put a little weight on, take it off, adjust it. That's awesome. That's a great idea. And I imagine with the converter, that'll help tighten up that fluid and set that stall speed about back where you had it when you left the line to cut consistent lights.
Yeah, the converter you can cool down a couple different ways, but this blows directly on the converter itself. And if they also use a radiator type cooler for the fluid, they'll go out fresh every round.
Well, that's awesome. Folks, hey, like the Pro Bad guys with a clutch, and there's even a few now with the converters. Need to cool them down? Here's a quick way to do it. If you guys drag racing, it's a must. Back to you.
You're watching Mud Truck Television and the Pro Bad Power Pro Racing Products All-Star Nationals. Back to race action. Darryl Jones to the line now in Scooby-Doo. Up in the air goes Scooby-Doo at 3.345 on the run. Let's slow it down now. Check out that instant replay. Darryl Jones and Scooby-Doo. Nice wheel stand by the Scooby-Doo truck. Not to be confused with Super Scooby. These two trucks, two of the best hill and hole trucks on the planet Earth. And you're seeing them right now. Part of the Pro Bad Power Pro Racing All-Star Nationals on Mud Truck Television. That's going to bring up our next competitor, Dale Ellenberger, and the Touch of Madness Blown Alcohol Dirt Dragster. The Touch of Madness car chasing that first place time put down by Scott Snarski and the Paperboy Express, a 1.916. The time to beat today. Once again, the crew members making a couple of final checks on the car before the run. We say it almost every show, safety, the number one priority here on the track. The Touch of Madness car, about ready to turn loose the horsepower. Getting staged up, locked, loaded, ready to go. On Mud Truck TV. A 2.052 on the run for the Touch of Madness car. Let's slow it down, check out the replay. The car hooks up hard off the line. You see the front tires come up in the air. Looks like a nice straight pass from that angle. Let's look now at the end of track camera. The car drifts ever so slightly to the left. You can barely notice it. Great job of driving by Dale Ellenberger, the Touch of Madness ride. Up next, Bob Dunham. We had a chance to chat with Bob just before the run. Let's go down to Gary Baker standing by in the pit area.
Hey, Brian. I'm here with one of my good friends, Bob Dunham. Bob, you've been racing a lot of years in this, 30-plus years as far as I can remember.
Oh, yeah, 30-something. Started in the early 80s.
Well, you've definitely give the fans some thrills over the years and enjoyed watching you run. You ran a Power Pro car, built you back. You just retired it not too long ago to get your new car done, and you've just been hard at it. And folks, on these blown alcohol cars, we've got 3 different types of blowers. You got your conventional roots, and then you've got your screw blowers, your Whipples and your PSIs. And Bob, looks like you've got a Whipple on here.
That's correct.
Does that put out enough air and everything you're looking for, buddy?
Yeah, I've got her twisting pretty good. I'm running her 83% overdrive and puts out 70 pounds of boost.
Well, folks, if you're drag racing, you can't run one over that much, about 60s as far as you can go. But with us only running 200 to 300 feet, you could really put her to her and add that fuel. So the PSIs and the Whipples, you could zing them on up there. And you can put the roots up to about 70, but it sure draws some horsepower to turn them puppies over. So, Brian, back to you.
Thanks so much, Gary Baker and Bob Dunham. You see him right there in the car, our final competitor of today, Rollin' Thunder. Bob, one of the veteran drivers in the sport. As you heard in the interview, Bob's been doing this for a long, long time. He'll be chasing that first place spot, that 1.916. Laid down by Scott Snarski and the Paperboy Express. As the ProBad Power Pro Racing Products All-Star Nationals continues here on Mud Truck Television, our final run of the day. Let's see if Bob Dunham and Rollin' Thunder can take home the win here at Lee County Mud Motorsports Complex. Just about ready, set to go. Bob Dunham and Rollin' Thunder. Had to backpedal just a bit. A 2.733 on the run. Tough break for Bob Dunham. Let's check out the replay. See if we can tell what went wrong. Right off the line. Looks like he had to backpedal. The car started to the left. Able to get back in the throttle just about when he was at the finish line. Still a great time and a great pass for Bob Dunham and Rollin' Thunder. Any closer, and he just might have touched that guardrail. Great job of driving. One more time, the instant replay. Bob Dunham and Rollin' Thunder on Mud Truck TV. And your Power Pro Racing All-Star Nationals final result. Scott Snarski takes home the win with that 1.916, followed by Billy Fling, Dale Ellenberger, Chris Newton. Rounding out your top 5, it's Jeff Goldizen and Ground Pounder with a 2.101. What we thought we would do is go ahead and let you see the top 5 runs again. From the bottom up, 5th place, 2.101, E.T., Jeff Goldizen, and Ground Pounder. If you take a look at these times, very close. Each and every driver. Very competitive sport here on MTTV. Take it home, 4th place today. A 2.086 ET. That would be Chris Newton and Hostile Projectile. And again, if you'd like to find out more about these cars and drivers, probad.com, the place to be. A 3rd place finish today, a 2.062, Dale Ellenberger. And Touch of Madness, professional racing organizations, Blown Alcohol, Dirt Dragsters. The ProBad Power Pro Racing Products All-Star Nationals. One more time, Dale Ellenberger, your third place competitor on today's show. Taking home second place, a great job of driving, getting her done, a 2.030. It's Billy Fling and the blown alcohol dirt dragster known as Reality Check. And, of course, taking home the win, a 1.916 ET, Scott Snarski and the Paperboy Express, here on Mud Truck Television. Congratulations to all of our competitors, all of these drivers. An incredible job today here at Lee County Mud Motorsports Complex, Sanford, North Carolina. The ProBad Power Pro All-Star Nationals on Mud Truck Television. Mud Truck Television would like to thank everyone at Lee County Mud Motorsports Complex in Sanford, North Carolina for another incredible event. We would also like to say thanks to the sponsor of today's show, Power Pro Racing Products. No matter what type of off-road racing you enjoy, you'll always get the best parts, the best advice, and the best customer service in the U.S. at Power Pro Racing Products. So when you're ready for that next first-place finish, be sure to put the experience of Power Pro Racing Products to work for you. After all, pros that know use Power Pro. Find them on the web at powerproracingproducts.com. Mud Truck Television is a Brian and Lisa Austin production.